Right, good morning people of the YouTubes. How are we doing? Another glorious day here in Devon. We're out in Little Red today, so the smaller of the two McCormicks. Got the topper on again because we are in a field here. So I apologise if this offends any of you, but we're in a field here that resembles a horse paddock. It is just absolutely pickled with weeds. Look at it. We got all sorts in here. We got docks down there, we got thistles, and then we've even got this horrible stuff, ragwort, which is poisonous to cattle and horses, I believe. Now in the past we have pulled a lot of that, but I don't know how well you can see on the camera. There is absolutely loads of it. There's a big patch here, there's loads up there. I mean, it's just like all the yellow flowers you can see. It is pickled. Now me and Abby have been in this field and sprayed out, at the time, the proud thistles. But since we've done it, loads more have turned up. Like this one here, you can see is purple, so he's still alive. So that's not a lot of good. We're giving it a whack with the topper. Now, it's not the best conditions to be topping it really, because the big thing in the sky is shining down and it's just going to dry this out even more than it already is. But we've got to do something, so this is what we're doing. The cows are just over in the next field on the bank there. I don't know if you can see them. They are chilling out. We dried off another 50 this morning, so there's 2 more rows less to milk tonight. We'll be flying through milking before too long. You! Right, anyway, so you can see how many weeds there are around that are upsetting me greatly. This is what we're leaving it like, which is much better. I've actually cranked the top link on the tractor out quite a long way. I might even do it a little bit more, just to keep everything sort of up off the deck. Because what I don't want to be doing is driving it down, scalping the earth as well as the grass. That is not what we want to do. We just want to take the, basically just want to be cutting the weeds, but there are so many that I'm going to end up topping the majority of the field. Because if I just drive around and cut the odd bits, 1, it's going to look ridiculous, and 2, it will be quicker for me just going straight lines. Just realised I made a mistake earlier. I've wound this link out once already, and I've just come to do it a little bit more and realise it's wound itself all the way back in. So I didn't put the lock on. So that was silly. So now we've got to do it again. I thought I was shaving it a bit tight. But this time, we'll wind the lock up behind it. It is very, very windy today. Something to tighten that up with, I think. I reckon. Right, hopefully that does a bit of a better job now. Stays there. And hopefully we're still doing a good job down there topping. I've got manager with me today. Main man Gus is here for a bit of company. Right, let's do a bit more. See how we get on with that. Right, we're doing a much better job now that I've wound the top link out and actually managed to get it to stay there. So that's a bit of good news. However, I am most upset that I've got a load of parcels being delivered today at home, one of which is the new weather station that you might have seen in the last video, as well as 2 or 3 other things. And I don't know if anyone else has this around the country, but our post lady is just an absolute nightmare. She will not leave a parcel if you are not home, and even when you are home, we live in a 3-storey house. If we're on the top floor and she rings the doorbell to deliver a parcel, by the time we get to the bottom floor, only 2 flights of stairs, by the time we get there she's written a note, put it through the door saying we're not in and delivery's failed. And, like, just disappears into thin air. And Abby was at home this morning until 2 minutes before I got a text saying delivery had failed, which is so annoying, because all that happens now is they'll try and re-deliver the parcel tomorrow and there'll be no one there again because we go to work. I end up in one of these spirals when I cannot get hold of things I've ordered because it's stuck in this stupid Royal Mail loop whereby they won't deliver it until the next day, and then I'm not there to pick it up anyway. So then eventually they say you can pick it up from the delivery office instead, but they only open the delivery office between 8 and 12. So what good's that if you're at work as well? It annoys me greatly. We used to have a postman who was absolutely brilliant. If you put a note on the door saying you were going to be out, or if you could just leave it somewhere, or to ring you when they tried to deliver it, they would. Or they try your next door neighbour first. Oh, but this lady we have at the minute is just infuriating. But anyway, that's a rant. I'm not convinced that this top link's not winding itself back in, you know. In fact, I'm sure it is. That is so annoying. I did it up murder tight as well. the vibrations of the topper are just spinning it. Even with that lock on there, that's turning as well. What the hell are you supposed to do in that situation? Keep getting out and turning it back? Anyway, I've drawn a line across the field. I know you can't see it. I've drawn a line across the field where everything below it needs topping completely due to the amount of weed, and then everything above it I'm going to sort of spot top, for want of a better phrase. So I'm going to go around and just get the few thistles and bits of ragwort individually. Even my camera's trying its best to run away now. So Rob and Abby today, we had a couple cows over the weekend that have picked up a little bit of sore feet, lameness type stuff. So they were going to trim their feet as I came up topping. I think they've been and set up the night fence as well for the cows tonight. And then after that, on our off ground, where we were topping last week, where our youngest heifers are, they've gone to make a pen so that we can corral the heifers, and we've got to vaccinate them for IBR at some point soon. And then we also need to be able to TB test them in August. And then we also need to be able to load them up to bring them home at some point. So they've gone up there to make a start on making a pen so that we can do all those things. So that'll be another good job done. Trying to get little jobs like that ticked off before the digger turns up for the new dirty water pit, which may well be the end of this week, because once that happens we will just be flat stick on taking soil away from the digger, or whatever they need us to do really. That will properly kick off next week, which isn't such a bad thing, because next Monday morning we're going to dry off another 50 cows, so there'll be even less to milk. And the ones that are dry, it's just a case of moving a fence every day. That doesn't take 5 minutes, and that'll give us more time in the day to play with diggers. Anyway, I've calmed down a bit now after my rant. I just needed to get it out of my system, just to vent to the camera a little bit. Right, try and excuse the wind. Hopefully the mic's doing a good job. I've just finished in here, so sort of the bottom half of the field, the entire bit got done. I did some spot topping up here. I just got out to check over the machine. Well, I came to look at the top link really. That's wound itself in about the same amount that is still showing there. So I reckon I had it back here somewhere. That's, I mean, look at that. It's just vibrated loose. That's nuts. Need to figure out a plan about that. Anyway, I thought I'd come and just check this over. I put some grease in this before I started, and as it was winding itself down, as I got out, or as I came out of the paddock I should say, and I jumped out, the roller was still spinning, but it was bouncing. Now I don't know how well I can do this with one hand, but look at that plate on there. I wonder whether the bearing's gone on the end of that roller. It's not very easy to show you with nothing to put the camera on. We're on top of the world up here, look. And right back down the bottom. Right, let's put this back in transport mode. Have a look in the mirror and see where it's to. Start our great descent down the hill. Right, I'm back down the yard now. We got two of Yendel's chaps in with spreaders today. I think it's Zach and Cameron. Just going to have a look here, see how they're getting on. They seem to be making good progress. Oh nice, they've got a bit of a hole in the corner there now, dug out, which is good. I don't know if you guys remember, we put another concrete plinth on the bottom of this ramp that juts out into the pit, so they've got a nice easy way of getting in and out now. There's still an awful lot of sand back there. That'll be 4 or 5 meters deep at the back. The handler's definitely been cleaner. That is a mucky job loading out that sand. We've done 3 fields back here. The one by Rob's house that we silaged. The one literally just behind me there. That was nice and close the other day. And then the one up behind this grass field, just the other side, which is our seeds. Did that one as well. They're now taking it over to Ven, which is a block of ground that Rob and Richard rent. We have heifers sometimes, and we actually cut it twice this year. So taking it back over there. Obviously we've taken stuff off the ground by silaging it, so it's good to be putting it back. I'm just going to pop up and see how Rob and Abby are getting on. So I've just met Rich, Abby and Rob on the road, on their way back for lunch. I thought I'd come and have a look anyway. This post here, if I stand up straight beside it, so on the wonk, but the ground up here was unbelievably hard. Me and Abby put that run of posts in last week, and I had to rock spike nearly all of them until the very end. I imagine they did spike these ones in, but still it will be stupidly hard in the ground. So there's a collecting pen here, as you can see, and I'm guessing They've made a little bit here for like, we'll put gates either inside or outside, make a bit of a run, and then either plonk a crush on the end or do something, I don't really know. This is going to be for loading heifers up really, so you'll probably be able to load out that side bit there or out the front. Until we put some gates on it, and Rob shows me his wicked plan, I'm not really sure what to think of that. That one wasn't straight out the Tapari manual anyway. I don't think we'll be going into the business of building custom collection pens. But you never know, I could be wrong. I have been wrong before and I will be wrong again.
You got me feeling like a firebolt, high in the sky, looking like a thunderstorm, boy. Here we go, 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 go. You're easy to remember, so hard to forget. But baby, it's a coward way you strut. How could I not worship every inch your feet have touched? Baby, run away with me. You kill it lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe there's only one of you, baby. Run away with me. Don't leave me lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe. There's no more clouds on the freeway. Now tell me you'll stay. Gonna now and last someday. Here we go, go, go. Rose bed, fancy hotels, girl, you know. Baby, run away with me. You kill it lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe there's only one of you, baby. Run away with me. Don't leave me lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe. And we'll stay in bed all day. Make love in every way. Baby, run away with me. You kill the lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe. Oh, baby, run away with me. Don't leave me lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe. You make my heart believe. Run away with me. You kill the lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe. Baby, run away with me. Don't leave me lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that little montage of the old sand spreading there. Exciting things are happening. If I turn you here, ready? 3, 2, 1. Big digger. So the digger has arrived to start digging out the new dirty water pit. So that is happening. That's interesting. No seatbelt, no job. You have been warned. So I know nothing about diggers. It is big and it is yellow. And I'm guessing by 922 on there that it's a 20 tonner. Would that be about right? Flipping massive, that's all I know. So yeah, that turned up this afternoon with 3 buckets on there by the looks of it. I think we're going to break ground either Monday or Tuesday next week. It's Friday today. We also had a load of bales come today, so that stack of bales over side of my truck there. We had a few left from last year, but the majority of that stack have been delivered by Yendals today. I've also been out to Yendals and picked up one of their dump trailers ready for that job next week. So we're pretty much ready to go. So yeah, all systems go on Monday. That'll be exciting, that job. How long it'll take, I have no idea, but we'll show you it as it is happening. And yeah, I think that's it for another week on the farm. It's too hot, it's far too hot. We're gonna run out of grass. So we'll probably bring the cows in by day next week. We'll let them out straight after milking for a couple of hours and then put some silage in the shed for them each day and then bring them in again mid-morning so they're out of the heat. Here's the boss man, I better go speak to him. Right, that is everything done now. Rich has gone to shut the cows in for me, which is helpful. So I can go and enjoy my weekend. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you're all enjoying the sunshine and not being miserable like me and thinking it's far too hot and wish it would cool down a bit. Should go and jump in a trough really, shouldn't I? Anyway, see you next week for some digger content. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've made it this far, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheerio.